Despite fierce international criticism, Nigeria isn't backing down from its ban on Twitter and is now threatening to curtail press freedoms as well. According to the Guardian paper, an amendment proposed by lawmakers in the president's party would allow the government to establish a code of conduct for Nigerian media agencies and journalists. Those who breach this code could be fined and imprisoned. Nigeria suspended Twitter indefinitely last month after the platform deleted a tweet by Mr. Buhari, the president, that it deemed abusive. Nigeria joins a long list of countries in Africa that have blocked social media. Often the crackdowns occur around elections or opposition protests. So far this year, Uganda blocked social media and internet access altogether in the run-up to national elections. Joining me, Yinka Adegoke is the editor at Rest of World, an online publication looking at the impact in emerging technology in emerging economies, and previously Africa editor at Quartz. Good to see you. Now, look, what's the justification? I mean, they know that in the rest of the world, Twitter isn't banned, Facebook isn't banned, people say what they like. But in these African countries, when they decide to ban them, what fig leaf do they use to try and cover up why?
That's such a great question, Richard, and thanks for having me. It's fairly obvious. For them, the easy answer is security. We're worried that people are being riled up. There are opposition leaders, opposition parties who are trying to organize on Twitter or WhatsApp or all these platforms. And if you notice, most of these bans, the trend that we've seen is that most of these bans, most of these blocks happen around election time.
Right.
As they start to get concerned that opposition leaders are organizing.
But what I find extraordinary is within Africa, it is a mobile society and people are using phones, the digital payment system. Everybody's using a mobile phone. Aren't people up in arms about this or don't they care?
Well, it depends on how these blocks have happened. In the very early days, I'll tell you that about 5 years ago, when these blocks, internet blocks started to happen, it was actual total internet shutdown, and everything would go off, and there were huge protests, and we saw this in a place like Cameroon, where the internet was off in a certain region of the country for over 240 days. We've seen this in Uganda as well, and Zimbabwe, a few other countries. But what started to happen is they started to target social media itself, because they sort of started to understand that, hang on a second, when we shut down the entire internet, this is self-harm. Modern economies run through the internet, through international trade and modern finance. So they've started to target social media because of their concern that young people, especially young Africans, as you say, are using their mobile phones to organize.
At the end of the day, what do they expect is going to happen? Do they expect these internet companies or these social media companies are going to roll over? I can see there's a certain, Africa is the economic force of Africa is growing exponentially, but. And the other related aspect to this is if you take, for example, the Nigerian ban on Twitter, we were just looking you could see in the video there, it was covered in the newspaper. It was covered elsewhere in media like ourselves. So any idea that you're sort of sweeping it under the carpet is a nonsense.
The hilarious thing about the Twitter ban in Nigeria, as it's been well observed, is the Twitter ban was announced on Twitter. Right, to show you the importance of Twitter itself. It's kind of complicated, right, for some of these governments, because it's not just about security or protest. It's also about the fact that they have no control here. This is what the typical governments in developing countries are used to having control, particularly over media platforms. And the idea that there's this company far away, thousands of miles away in Silicon Valley, that has no office in anywhere in Nigeria, and people can tap into it and be, agitated or ill-informed, frankly, or narratives that are contrary to what the government is telling them, is a real concern. So my sources in the Nigerian government are looking at, because they understand that this is a problem for them. It's a really bad look. So they're looking at how they can get Twitter, for example, and Facebook and everyone else to open offices in the country so that they can have someone to hold accountable if anything supposedly goes wrong. But it's a slippery slope for these companies, and it is for democracy itself.
And related to this, of course, is the whole idea of a code of ethics. Now, I'm guessing that the countries introducing them would say, well, Ofcom in the United Kingdom has a code of ethics, and journalists have been done. The United States, the FAA, the
FCC.
Aviation, the FCC. Forgive me, I've got the aviation on the brain today. There has a code. There are a variety of codes. All we are doing is having a code.
Right. This is the idea. I mean, this is what they'll tell. And they also, by the way, they also want some of these companies to pay taxes in their countries, and which is another reason why you want them to have offices there. The problem is where does it really stop? I mean, the one example, when I was speaking to people in the Nigerian government, for example, the one case they pointed to was India, and said, well, look at India. India has this kind of arrangement where they have a Twitter office, but look at what happened in India. There was a raid on Twitter's offices there because BJP, the ruling party, didn't like something that had been tweeted, right? So this is what I mean by the slippery slope. Once you introduce these rules and you say they're code of ethics, it all sounds very good on paper. How does it play out actually? This is the concern.
Good to see you. Have a good weekend. Have a good July the 4th. Thank you.
Good to see you.